Page 270. This page and the next page is a duet. It's the same piece of music. So two people are playing the same piece at the same time. One person is playing page 270, one person is playing 271 at the same time. Actually, you can have multiple people playing each part. So you can have a whole group of people playing this at the same time. Yeah. This lesson is only on page 270 though. So I'll just go through the process I use for learning a piece of music. I look it over, it's 1 page long. It's got repeat signs, which makes it longer than that, but there's only a page of music to deal with. The clef signs are both bass clef. That's typical with duets. A lot of times it'll do that. And 1 sharp in the key signature, so it's either G major or E minor. Look at the end. You're here. G major chord. I'm guessing we're in G major. Do the scales on arpeggios for both. G major and E minor. No. 4/4 time signature. I'm going to take it one hand at a time. I want to make sure I have a fingering that lets me connect everything. So the right hand, when it comes in, you're here. Now when you're doing a duet, because now in this one, all the notes are going to be down here for this part, and the next page, all the notes are going to be up here. You can move over and sit in front of that part of the piano. You don't have to sit in the middle of the piano on duets and things like that. So it's here. I'm not going to move because I'm lazy. It's here. 3/4. Crossover. 1, 2, then come up. 1, 2, that's an E, that top note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then 5. So we keep changing hand position on repeated notes. So that's kind of nice. Going on after the repeat signs in the second line. So you're here, it's thumb. Thumb. Your F note. 1, 2. Crossover. They want 5 again? No. So it's measure 14. You're here. 4. And then for measure 15, I'm going to cross over your second finger on the F sharp. I'm going to stay there. I don't need to just thumb on all those. And at the end of the line, you're down here. Come down. 3. I'm going to do a 2. You can do a 1 if you want, but I'm done. Now 4. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do a 4/5. This is measure 20. You're here, and then for quarter note, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to do a 4/5, and then a 2/4. They're repeated notes. I'll change on those. I find that much easier. On the left hand, same thing when it comes in. 1, 2. Now what I want to do here to help me out here, because I have the G coming up here, I'm going to go ahead and just get into that position to start with. So it's here. Play that D with second finger. That way my thumb is there. I'm ready to go. I have rest. I got time to move, but I can feel my way around better if I do that. So it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and you can use thumb, or it's easier with thumb because you have an F sharp down here and you can reach it. Your second finger, that's a stretch. So it's thumb, 2. I want to connect these notes if I can with the fingers. Then in the second line, toward the end of the line, when the left hand plays F natural, and 2 rest, come down for measure 13. 1, 2. Fine, and then the last line, you're up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so I got the left hand worked out. Now I try putting them together, and I'll hesitate at first. That's fine. I don't care. Just trying to get the hands working together. Here, we're here and here. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2. Now I measure 6. I wasn't clear. In the left hand, I'm doing a and then a 5, 3. I'm changing on the repeated note. I don't want 3 on both. 5, 3. Just I wasn't clear on that. Shame on me. So again, on measure 6, we're here. And for something like this that's kind of tricky, I recommend you take this like a section at a time, and meaning these repeat signs, take it just that bit. So it's like right here, you take this first line and a couple measures and just work on those. Forget the rest of it. Work on those. And once you have those, set them aside. Don't play them anymore. Then go to the next section, this part in the second line at the end here. And you hear. Then here. The left hand's coming down. See, then I work on that section. Now, only that section. I play nothing else. It's that section. And once I have that worked out with no hesitations, then I put that aside and I do the last section. Same thing here. And here. And I get that section worked out. No hesitations. I don't play any of the rest of it until I get that worked out. And once I have the hesitations gone, then I go back through and put the whole mess together. You'll learn it a lot quicker, because otherwise you waste a lot of time playing the stuff you've already learned, and you need to focus on the stuff you can't play first. So once I have the hesitations gone, I think about the articulation. I think for the most part this is connected, and you have a few accents. So just play the accents a little louder. Like on measure 12 accent, just a little louder. Not in the left hand, just try. So add in the articulation and then the dynamics. Well, we have to watch out on the dynamics. This is where they get it off, including right here. A lot of times you have a melody in one part or the other. And a lot of times in duets, it'll go back and forth between the two parts. Sometimes both parts have the melody equally. So you have to figure out who's got the melody when, and that's where the dynamic applies. So if the dynamic you have here, if you look at the other part, you see it's the same dynamic. If your part does not have melody, you got to bring your dynamic down a little bit. You don't play the same dynamic unless you have the melody also. It could be the same melody. It could be a different melody. A melody's a melody. But here, I think the melody is a here. And then this is melody. It's like they're answering each other. In that case, they're both melody. But when you get to like measure 6 and 7, what's melody there? Because both parts are playing. And if both parts are melody, that's fine. You'd use the dynamics given. But if one part is not melody, it needs to play a little softer so the melody can be heard. So watch on these dynamics. When you're just practicing by yourself, go ahead and play it as it's written, but be prepared to change it when everybody comes together and you're playing and more than one person together. You got to balance it out so that we don't need everybody playing solos all the time when you're in a group. So whatever you think moderately loud is. Now we're going to, hairpin, you're going to go up to loud, but don't get loud until measure 8. So it's here. That's loud, whatever loud is. And you're going to stay that way until they give you something else. So when you go on, now you're moderately soft here on the second line. Go up to moderately loud. That makes the accent note a loud note, just one note. This whole thing then is moderately loud. You're staying there until measure 19 when you come back down to moderately soft, and then you get loud toward the end. With a ritardando, oh, that just gets better and better, don't it? Ritardandos. Well, let's talk speed. Allegretto is somewhere between moderato and allegro, and again, everybody involved has to agree on what speed you're going on. With this one, the top part plays first, so you just take whatever speed they're going, however fast they take it. So it's somewhere in there. And the repeat signs, you're going to repeat those, and then the retard at the end. That's tricky. Because there's different. How much do you retard? Do you retard exactly where it's written? Do you start retarding a little sooner? You have a conductor, the conductor will guide you through it. If you don't have a conductor, then you have to agree on everybody's playing on exactly how much of a retard there is. You practice the retardando, so you're all doing it the same. Let's play this together, this page 270, slowly, and just check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, and I can't do the retard. Well, we're going to do all the rests and everything, so I'll just count them out when they happen. So just count out the rests. So let's just play it to make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. We're going to go slow. We're not performing it. We're just checking notes and rhythms. Now, this piece, you have to be careful on these rests. It actually has a pickup measure because that first rest is not a whole rest. That's a half rest. We're coming in on beat 3. So that first bit is just 2 beats. So when we do the play with me, I'm just going to give us 2 beats. I'm going to go ready, go, and then we do the rest. And while you rest, how do you play a rest? Well, by being quiet and listening to me count it out, I reckon. So let's try it and see what happens. Go ahead and have your hands on the keyboard ready to go, though. Ready, go. 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2. Repeat, rest, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2. 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, off. I'd like to play the duet with you if I can. We'll try it out anyway. So I'm going to play the music on page 271, sort of. You play this stuff on 270. You're going to have to kind of watch where I am because we're playing at different times. So you can watch the notes as I play them on 270 so you know when to come in on 270. Okay. Now, I need to keep a beat. We got to stay together. So I'm going to play quarter notes, something, all the time. Whether I'm not going to rest like it says to rest because I can't hear you. I can't stay with you. We got to stay together. So I'm going to play a beat like a metronome would play something. I don't know. I'll make it up. So I'll give us 2 counts because we come in on beat 3, except you just resting. I'm coming in up above. And we'll pick it up a little bit. We're going to play a little bit faster. Ready, go.